Good morning. Let's get a little bit more. Get it up before it beats at me, and then should be done with that. Okay. So last time we got to the point of printing out the list of things we depend on, and I think we did a quick look at package.umlang.org search.json, which, well, hopefully does not do, well, it doesn't do an explicit cross-domain, does it? I guess we'll have to try it and see what happens. You'd think that might be more of a community service thing. We're going to have to get the data from somewhere. So we need HTTP. No, that's the reactor. Is it Elm HTTP? And not necessarily a string. Get JSON. Wait. Do they not have the default decoder anymore? Method headers, URL body, expect a string response. Okay, so if you do the full request, you can fill in a decoder. Wait, HTTP send. Oh, that's a request. What? What? HTTP send, HTTP get. Oh, wait, I'm gonna look at the wrong thing. HTTP get string, HTTP get. Send, get metadata, HTTP get. Wait, where's the decode? Ah. So HTTP get is the shorthand version of the request that just takes a decoder. Ah, okay. So this is the not so complicated version. All right, so although actually we might just start with getString for proof of concept, as I'm afraid we might have CORS issues here. All right, so our only message is for now. Package list, which is going to have to be we skipped send already. A result, okay. Result, that's going to be http.error and string. And update. Package list. Bug.log error in. That's just going to look very similar for the time being. Oh, and then I guess we just do this at startup for now. Update. Subscriptions. I guess that could be kind of viewed as all. You know, update's going to get huge anyway. We're just even testing if this is possible. But HTTP send actually needs the package list message to respond with. Yep. Well, back to figure out how we did AWS proxies. Just signing in off screen. Alright, so you get back here. No. We've done things like this before. It was more in situations that had API keys, so we were a little bit... Yeah, it's going to be something like this. Oh, we'll have to do our own options to allow access to it. So I think that they even have a... well, one of the documents I said that the enable cores option... Yeah, access control origin. And then that actually comes from here, doesn't it? Yeah, star. And then our get. This is actually passing through some stuff. We're integration request, HTTP, parameters, headers. Yeah, to a URL, and then handling pass through. And then this also needs access control origin, application JSON. Oops. Why is this so terrible? Okay. Model's empty. Well, hopefully that means it just passed through. So we need... it's actually going to be pretty close to the existing one. Might do some parameter stuff. Package umlang org. Is it package or packages? Package. Proxy data download of packages to add cores. Need to add a method. I guess we should leave this open for other things. So create a resource, configure as proxy resource. It's docs. I think that's what it is. Oh, okay, so we actually... Wait, so what's resource path if it's not resource name? Resource catches all requests to its sub-resources. Proxy resource. Proxy resource with greedy path variable. Default constant type. If it's unspecified. We need path variable of proxy plus. Releases docs. Yeah, we might need a bulk here. The greedy path variable. So is that resource name or resource? New any method on the slash resource. This is a new child resource. Lambda HTTP. But this doesn't have path variables. It's a proxy resource, but is that the name or the path? I guess the name is just for me. Ah, okay. So I'd fill this in before checking things. HTTP proxy. And we'll pass through. Okay, so this is handled by proxy. We're supposed to have set up. There's no response, so it might have a default one. Where is... I don't know that we need multiple stages here. So we'll start with oh, I never did any any tests. So it's interesting that the root has that, but we can at least get the list of valid packages. Failed to load. What? You know what? There was something in some article about that being the case. So this might be where I have to tear all this down and redo like the other one. Alright, so resources, options. Oh. Well, it says allow origin. And there's a bunch of Amazon junk here we don't need. But this actually has nothing. And I see the problem is... we don't have the value defined upstream because it's an integration response. So this says return it. Oops. Ah, jeez, I can't get it for the direct request. No, this is more an XHR. Nope. So we have to trash this entire thing. Because the proxy, the default proxy, like, just locks down a bunch of stuff that we can't change. We might still be able to do wildcard. No, because it was the resource that was wildcard. Configure as proxy resource. Configuring proxy as a proxy resource catches all requests. I mean, we can... yeah, I don't actually need all their extra stuff. Now, I'm hoping that they didn't auto-flip the proxy flag for me. Nope, integration response. How did I do this? We got a very specific .hosts to this very specific URL. So you can't do a wildcard thing. Because they force the response on you. So we need a resource. Wait. No. 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 HTTP. Proxy integration is what gets us into trouble. So this is just input URL. Integration response. Access control allow origin. That's the string we want. All right. Header mappings. Maybe I have to go up here and say we add this header. And then we can go down here and define the value for it. There we go. Except I think before you had to quote it. And then we also have to do create method options. And is it a mock, I think? So we go to here, add header, access control allow origin, integration response, header mappings. All right. So step one. Okay. Search response headers. Did I get a new URL for this? Hmm. Access control out. Okay, so it lowercased it, but it's there. So now, if we go back to here, we have data. So this is something we're going to want to, we're probably still going to want to do it here, but we can wrap it up into a function now that we know it works. Fetch package list. Fetch package list equals. And actually, I often like going the other way. Init fetch package list. Now, what we actually want to do is we want to, well, what we need to do is make an actual decoder for this, which will be easier to read over here. So we already did a package decoder. So what do you call this? Package repository? The sad thing is it's going to have its own package information, and this is just like super high level. The initial thing latest. Yeah, so we don't really need any of this other stuff. So for package list, and of course I just named my message package list. So it used to be Elm package, now it's Elm JSON, but we're primarily looking at Elm 18 Elm package JSONs. So I guess if we're looking at where we're going to do decoding, it's going to be something like source package repository. Which decodes a package list, maybe? And I guess you could even have the fetch, couldn't you? Well, that involves a very particular URL, so maybe not. So it is an array. I don't know if I need, do I need a sub thing for this? Because that's just field name string. But we need to map that over or is that just a list of fetch the field? Because then we'd have a whole decoder there that went out and got a bunch of stuff into a thing. We're just pulling out the name. Huh. Well, we might get into more package repository things later. All right, so model. Ooh. How about just repository? And this may have to get extended into more detail at some point. Repository is just an empty list to start off with. So we fetch package list and we get it back. Oh, and now we don't want to get string, we want to get. And what is the argument order on that? And then our decoder. I haven't actually run this code yet, that's right. Now, actually, you know what? For decoders, I don't necessarily need to expose this stuff. Package repository.package list. So this type is not going to be a string anymore. It is going to be a list string. Packages. Which we can go. Actually, we can start here. Okay, package repository. String is missing the. Oh, indeed it is. Okay, that actually worked. Package update. So now it is not model, it is model or repository equals packages. Which doesn't do anything interesting yet. So we go into here, I guess. So right now we're turning the name, and we're simply listing. Oh, this is display a single package. Yeah. No. And dependencies is also just a list of strings. Oh, text list singleton. So this is going to kind of be where we are doing display dependency. So I don't like doing too much stuff with the Model.repository. So we take a list string repository, display dependency, repository. Oh, you know what? This is still display dependency repository. Takes a list string and a string. And returns an HTML message. Repository name. So right now we've got this in a list, so it's an li again. And what are we actually going to do with this? Maybe actually it is just text name. But there was some changes with general style. Yeah, so we would actually do this and case. Would the package repository be better as a set? We should still have a list member, right? We don't have any particular concern about duplication. Well, this is just a bool. Class found, else class. What the? Oh no, found would be green, missing. And then we have to stick HTML yeah, so we're just gonna need node. So this is gonna take a little bit more complicated. Node style with the body of text CSS. And we messed a bunch of stuff up. Oh, because you were the entire body. No, UL is a single node. Oh, and then you are going to have to be like all our elements. Map call produces. List of functions. Pardon. Okay. So something about this is actually messed up. Or display package? Oh, because we added an argument. Missing. Okay, well oh, Elm Lang indeed. Okay, so we have to do some translation for the Elm Lang stuff, because they just plain up changed names. So why? I guess this is not how you do, I've done this in a bunch of projects. So pick anybody. Well, almost anybody. Yeah, CSS. Node style, text CSS. Invalid. Oh, right. It actually accepts those as literal values. Base 64 has been updated? I don't even remember why I was using that. So that's a step. And then we'll do translation of certain names. Fetch package list and highlight missing packages. So now the question is, which way do we translate? Do we translate the package repository, or do we translate the individual packages? You know what? Elm Tools might have become Elm Parser. Well, I guess the Elm package repository. So I'm mainly treating this as a straight up importer of the package files. So when we take this, we need a function that we're going to be able to use somewhere that translate package names given a list of string returns a list of string. And maybe we have to update this somewhere? I guess it is a map. Well, okay, so what this suggests is that we have translate package name as string to string. And if one of these is core, right? Replace. Which is, okay, so actually, I mean, it's probably still good to wrap up. Replace Elmlang. Let's try to narrow that down a little bit more. Oops. Don't have single quotes here. With Elm. In, you can actually go point free. This dot may translate package name in maybe we don't need all these functions. This is probably worth writing up, but we could probably make this package to package and just do package or dependencies equals package.dependencies. So that we can come up here and say if we successfully import, and we translate package names. Oh, Elm DOM is probably something that is also available. We just have to know what it's called now. Maybe not. Maybe it's browser. So now we need to find the link to the temporary old repository, which was, they don't have that on here, do they? Oh. Yes, they do. Oh, through the search feed. Oh, well, that's not as bad. But I would need to know the version, which I did not actually... Oh! So if I do keep the version information, I can provide a link to this. Or I could just go here. Elm Lang Dom. Focus and scrolling. Okay. So now we can know that the features we want are focus and scrolling, which I suspect are going to be browser. And I conceivably might want to list in like Elm Lang core to Elm core here as a convenience. But the features are there. Browser.dom, focus, viewport, and it was scrolling, right? That we wanted. Oh wait, did I opened this twice? Focused and scrolling, yeah. So as a temporary measure, translate. So yes, and was this an Elm Lang? This was an Elm Lang. So here is where we have cannot do this anymore. Okay, name of Elm Lang DOM. It's translated to Elm browser. And all else gets that. Oh. Typo. Okay, so that basically covers that. And parser is actually one that might be there too. A parsing library. No, we need the actual source. This is an Evan. It has, well, okay, it wouldn't have been under Elm Tools. So if it got translated, it would be translated as a parsing library. Yep, Elm parser. All right, so now I know what that is. I can actually put this, well, I need to move on to actually being able to put in, nope. Put in useful packages. But we can already see that we should probably want to be listing translations for convenience. Oh, I could actually do the translation in the view. And then you could actually detect that there was an effective translation. Perform, translate some renamed packages. So if I actually move translate package name, my view gets more complicated. But I think it will provide good feedback. List.member name repository. Oh. This is going to get into a bunch of lets. New name. Need the helper function. Translate package name name. So if we have well, we can say if new name is there. We're always found equals this. And then we actually want to do our display. Hmm. I'm actually not sure this will hold as I get into some of these things, but span, package name. So we do package name found, no. Found in this case is translated. Well, anything that was translated is implicitly not found. Now this is where we get into if name equals new name, then we just do package name found name. Else, else package name false name text package name found name. Display dependencies. You need parentheses? You need parentheses. Oh, because I pre-translated the names in the main code, which we no longer need to do. Yeah, okay. So that's telling me that they got renamed. I kinda don't like the way that reads down as a bunch of red. I want to do this more like... Yeah. Wait, no, but I'm doing... New name. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, am I still doing... No, I'm only doing it there. Oh, I am still doing it here. I mean, maybe I do want to highlight this dependency is missing completely. Or... But we actually want to separate... Hmm. The dependency is... renamed. Which actually says that this turns into... I mean, I guess there is some truth to it not being here. We want these to stand out. So renamed, missing, opacity 0.5. That doesn't stick out quite as much. Display renamed packages. Now, I had to go do some searching for stuff. Unfortunately, to get these links, I need to have the version. Well, let's try. So, for instance, yeah, this gives you published versions. So we can actually link, well, I mean, linking to your exact version would be nice, but probably it's not going to be that significant. So I can essentially tack this on to here to get a link to that. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Elm was just linking to latest. So we ought to be able to package name, text name. Something happened to my indentation though. As I was moving this around. So since we need an element here anyway, just go ahead and do that. Make it href. I've still got this, right? Yeah. Packages. ++ name ++ latest. And I probably need to make sure that this all works out correctly. Okay, we can still do latest for, oh no, because we have to go to the old version. No. Because Elm Tools parser is still 018. So actually, and then Elm parser got reset to 1.0, even though it's kind of a 3.0. Although things like this, did these get actually moved? No, they're still in mlang. Yep, and this got reset to 1.0 too. All right, well that'll make looking up documentation a lot easier. Although it would be proper, I guess, to actually find the, well, the version numbers are going to change to get only linked to the exact version for the existing dependencies. Link to package. Link to Elm package docs. Do I want to deal with exact versions? Oh, you know what? I honestly have exact versions. I have version ranges. Yeah, so this is not exact dependencies. Okay, so now I need ways to manage package files. Either well, I've got all mine locally, but it might be interesting. An interesting application of this will be able to specify a parameter of a particular package and in its repository and say, hey, is this ready to go yet? Well, I've done file uploads before, and that will get me some of my immediate things. So where have I done file uploads? In fact, it was in Hostable, I think. Oh, you still had Harbor, though. Had I ever extracted that as a better module? No, that's where I extracted the local storage. Elm CSV, yeah, it was still Harbor. It's a little more focused, but any helper functions wouldn't have been pulled out. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, I forgot I did that. Or what I used to make it. Yeoman, maybe? I'm gonna have to redo it for 19 anyway. I don't think you had an export. Yeah, you still got a Harbor too. I don't think... I haven't touched this in a while, so that's still gonna be Harbor. You don't have an export. I don't think you do. Okay, so I actually need to pull that out then. Well, I mean, I still kind of like the idea of having modules for this, and then as I find helper functions, we can also put them in here. That's what I did with these. I think I had a couple of error functions and local storage thing, which I'll eventually do some storage. Once we can upload things, we'll want to save them. So actually... Is it read in file contents? Uh, oh, but this will get us into ports, which means we can't easily use reactor anymore. Read is file contents. Oh, and file contents is the response from read. Okay. And then did read. Well, file contents is going to be here. Harbor.read. Import files. Select save. File contents. Receive imported might. No, because there's a... Yeah, that's not really an extractable thing too much. You could make a helper that took a decoder, but it's like by the time you take the decoder and the message, and then do you necessarily want to dictate the error response to debug log? There's not really a whole lot of helper code I can put with this. Maybe I can if I find it later. But source, so this is going to be oh man, what was the generic name of this? File input? Oh, and there's the base 60. Oh, this is for the download, and I think yeah, base 64 is available. That was for exporting the data, which I don't think is going to be as important here. File input.elm, I'll be a port module file input exposing read and file contents. And we need a JSON.decode to get the JSON decode value because we're just kind of passing this through. Oh, actually, that's one thing we might be able to... Was it target? Target files is the thing that we can perhaps export here. Which is also a JSON decode and not like massively importing a bunch of stuff. I mean, you almost could bulk import here, but it's like we actually have to redo the code at this point. So, and it is abstracted over message, yay. So yeah, target files tagger, that gives us back our JSON value that we can oh. Can we do something with that? Well, port's a function. This is a decoder. It's like there are events going on here. But I don't know that you can do anything with that, because I think on specifically takes a decoder. Yeah, it specifically takes a decoder, so you're not really a whole lot you can do in there. But yeah, we can pull out target files as a little helper part of this module. Okay. So then we want something like this. At style, we've got input type file on change events. We'd use it eventually. On change import file input, and I don't really need to import anything from there. File input dot target files. This is not a straight import export. Load package, I guess. So now we have to define type message equals load package, which has the same type as import, which is a on.decode.value. You know what I should probably do is say type alias files equals a JSON decode.value. So then this can be files decoder message it's kind of, this is what the user would supply. So then, instead of importing JSON.decode, we can just say file input dot files. Then we have to do this, and we have to say we expose all of message. And it update imports view. And we have the UI is a view.message. And then update gets a UI view dot load package of files. Oop. This is supposed to mean file. Oh, there's import and there's imported, which we're going to have to come back to. which is actually pretty trivial. File input dot read files. All right, receive imported. So my message so this is just a result string. Oh, error message or export format. So you're actually doing the JSON decode. Yes, because we receive imported, and that's the ultimate message we get back. What is... That's going to look a lot like... package.package of it. And it was even a result. Should be fine. Package loaded? Result string. Oh... No, it was a decode error. I mean, I could map that probably. Maybe. We're going to need JSON decode anyway. And a package. So if we get a package, we get a package loaded of an OK package. Then we do model or packages equals list dot. I could just stick it on the front. Easiest thing to do. Or we get a error, which looks a lot like this. All right, and then we actually have to deal with subscriptions. Receive package file. String. No, wait. We already got, what is it? Package. And I don't mind having result map error in here. Um, and then this goes to package loaded. And then subscription. File input dot file contents receive package file. Okay, that was way too much code. So we can't expect anything to work now. Did not even load it. Import file input. Oh, we have to map our view now. And we have to trust that this is mappable. I have too much stuff open. I might be done with that. Documentation. We might be done with that. This is HTTP. No, not HTTP. We need HTML. Okay, we got core, HTML. It's HTML. Oh. Wait, what? HTML. No, it's browser document. What is it in view? Excuse me, view. Right. So we have document because we imported HTML. Elm 1.0 because it got reset. Oh, this is a document. So what we really need is browser. Oh. Which means there is no map. So they tried to make it so the view portion controlled the title. What I'm running into right now is that essentially the view will not control the title because it's going to be a lot easier to manage this. Oh, right. You know what? I'm going to have to import HTML into the top level document anyway through the html.map. The alternate is to have this take a tagger. Which could just be always in a pinch. Yeah, to be a no-op. View.document UI. And it's even on Elm Twitch API. Oh. What do I do different here? Because I'm guessing what happened. Oh, let's see if we're actually doing file input read. Oh, I'm still in the... Okay, so now, unfortunately, I probably should have made this a separate step, but I wasn't thinking of it. What we cannot do is just Elm Reactor. Well, I think well, for the previous version of it, I found out what the HTML looked like, made that. I could actually point in a JavaScript file, look at auto-built. But this is where we basically have to redo everything. And it's possible that the invocation changes as well. All right, let's see if we can actually back this out. Git stash save file input. No, well, there is no reactor now, but we should be in a good place. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be a first time for a 19 HTML. We can probably still grab some stuff from here. We're just going to have to check everything over. And I'm probably going to want the icons eventually too, but I just don't want them right now. Oh, I probably need to make a public directory, don't I? Oh, I've only got the one. All right. Changing tag. Elm package update check. It's going to be Elm package update. We're going to defer the SVG for a bit until we actually want to deal with that. So we don't have a select. We don't have local storage. We might later, but we don't yet. So this is what we need right now. And then I have to check the HTML invocation for new Elm. This is mostly about this stuff. I think the official guide will eventually step into doing this. Probably ports. Yeah, so it becomes Elm main and init, and we have to. I don't know if we have to supply arguments. Elm.elm package update init. And then we also need I'm going to need at least I'll probably need to run this on a proper Unix system to get it execute attributes on the shell scripts. Edit bin monitor.shell. Elm package update output public. Elm package update. Changing source. So, bin monitor. Elm Lang. What? Oh. It was directly calling Elm make. All right, and now this is I might need a server for to allow web requests at all. Been a while since I dealt with all that garbage. Can't read property read of undefined index.html. Oh, I wonder if the port syntax changed. This is for Element, I think. app.ports.name.subscribe. Oh, isn't it the same? If there's a document. Elm.main.init. Well, it does say in the body. We can try that. See if they had a subtle change. No, this is the reactor. It's not going to do anything. Error? Error? Well, okay, I could see that ports would be the only thing that expose, and if there's no ports... Oh. Because I'm jumping ahead. So actually, we don't have this, which means I can probably put this back. And we're fine. This is just the conversion to building. So we've got a script that builds, we've got an HTML. So we've got bin. That make though. Excuse me? Yeah, okay, fine. Easy enough to just do it this way. Oh, we need to update our git ignore. So our generated file is Elm package update.js. Convert to HTML and build script. And actually, it probably is a good time for a break. Oops. And then we can put our ports in a moment. I will be back in a minute or two. Oh, hello. Cotton flower patch. Whatever that means. Somebody's angry up there. Oh, that wasn't shallow water. They really need to work on the signaling. There should be like different colors or something. Sorry, Misto. Oh. Uh... Yeah, no kidding. Oh. A little zoomy zoom there. It counts as a landing site.
Base dug out. Let's build that other set. Meal lice. Or mealwood. far as it goes, putting doors down everywhere, it's a little bit of overkill. I probably don't even need to do that, but I just like it. One advantage to it is
E. I'm inside the ground right now. I'm down here. This is where I am. Okay. Oh my god. How? Don't worry, guys. We're ready to go explore the planet now. Oh shit, this is all
a little bit here.
All right. So now, if there's... That actually didn't touch a whole lot of stuff. Okay. So I didn't see any... What the... It must have kicked off a bunch of parallel builds. Reveal the corrupting influence. Oh. Indeed. All right, index. This is the part that makes file input work. Okay. So actually, this is cleared for an update. So that'll be a we could probably drop another slash off of here, but just a couple renames, and didn't use anything too fancy, which will clear that one. Okay. All right, so now that's basically a working feature. I mean, it could be described a lot better, but it works. Upload Elm package.json. So we'd also want a way to possibly do a remote file, which would put us at the merge. Yeah. How's GitHub on the access control allow origin stuff? And we would actually want the raw. Interesting. Yep, nope. They do allow programmatic fetching. So if we can interpret that, and we might actually need to be going to version things here. So that could be an interesting thing. But you could potentially import from... And the question is, do you want to do that live? Or do you just want to grab the contents? I guess a live update is an extra feature. That would just be a different way of getting something in. All right, well, the main use case is I have my local files. And I want to kind of keep a list of them and just open this up every once in a while and see how things are doing. So I know when I can fully update a project. Or what I need to evaluate removing. All right, so the slashes are actually starting to bother me a little bit. Did I save this yet? Yes. Package.elm. Yeah, drop left 4. Dot left 1. Okay. They might actually be signing comparable things now. Remove leading / from project name. And eventually we want to make this editable. Oh, we want to track versions. I mostly don't want to care about versions. So now I need to grab my local storage stuff, which I think has been better abstracted somewhere. So we can save this, and then of course we'll need a way to remove things from the list at some point. So you had it, but you didn't have the extracted version. You still had Harbor. You had Harbor. I don't think I've even worked on you. Yeah. You had Harbor. Okay, that has no storage. Do you have a persist? Yeah, okay. Unpackage update. And I guess we'd want to go to the same project for the compatible set of ports. Mm-hmm. Oops. All right, and then usage. Well, usage involves defining the persist format. So we've got local storage. Oh, so we actually define this in terms of JSON. Okay. All right, so I need a persist module and a subscription to load it, and then all the loaded stuff. So actually my package, well, no, package is a little bit more of the interface to Elm package files. Okay, we are keeping the package text. And really the only thing we need to keep is package text, because that way we'll just reparse it every time, and any further improvements will kind of come along for the ride. So our persist is just a list of strings, and we should probably make it, you know, packages list of strings to make things a little bit better. Edit source persist.elm module persist exposing right, and we had encode and decode. Type alias persist is packages, which is just a list of string for the moment. If I did want to do live URLs, then you would have some sort of enumerated type that was, I guess that would be like packages and URLs maybe. And then we need to encode. Oh, and which needs a directory. Module persist.encode exposing persist import persist exposing persist import json.encode exposing all. Persist is a persist value packages list of string list.map string over That might actually do it. Minus all the errors we have yet to discover. JSON.decode exposing, well, yeah, persist, decoder, persist, equals just map, field, packages, list, string. Oh no, you're not pulling up package text. That's the translation to the persist format. It has to do that. So where this shows up, yeah, we're going to have loaded, which is not a bad thing to have as a first message. We have the persist function and all our state stuff. We have a resolve loaded. Which we got a lot more to do in this application. All right, the persist function, which I kind of think was down below update. And one of our more common things. Model packages. Let's map model packages dot package text, which kind of means you could actually just have your state be the package text and parse it on demand, but that seems like maybe going a little too far. All right, so that, oh, and then we have to, oh, so this is actually a double indent. And then subscriptions. All right, now we have to deal with loaded. Just state nothing now last time I did a whole resolve function for this because it was getting gnarly. I don't think this is necessarily gnarly. What we do have to do is reparse them. How does that work? We take state.packages and we list.map package.package, which gives us a bunch of results. We I guess what we do is we do package into result.to maybe. Oh, I wanted the ability to rename these. Which means it's not, persist is not just so you're going to have our persist package. Which is going to be package text string and name string. So in code, so now we actually have a package persist. And you are going to be an object which is package text string of package text and name. I guess for looking at the sort of on in storage format, we actually would like that first. And list.map and then decode list of package you know, if we're gonna do that, field name string field package text string And then in our update save state, cannot do just that. We can list.map. There's no good way to do this. I guess you could do, you might be able to do package text name to persist dot package name package text, which starts to get long and gnarly. And then under loaded, that also becomes a bit more interesting, because we have to do that. Yeah, we have to be able to take a package and do a bunch of stuff to it. This is mostly for auth token. So given a package, we need package.package. We need to take that value which is a maybe.map of their it's not oh yeah, you can't do that. P.package text. I know result.map. But we do kind of want to. Oh man, why are you so terrible? Result dot to maybe, and then filter map that. All of which to do model where packages equal. I'm not sure the precedence will actually work out on that. So what we want is debug.log loaded. That was way too much code at once. Oh, but we've got a compiler running, which is going to be, has been complaining away this whole time. Yep. Alright, import persist exposing. Basic type should be fine. And we'll need persist.encode and decode. Always miss an S in there. Oh, yep, and this is the map 2 now. Maps? Encode. List value. No. I seem to have closed that. We are on the encode side. Oh, wait. A value over a list. Oh, so you have an implicit map, is what you're saying. Yeah, there's that S again. Cannot find, probably haven't imported it. Ah. Simple typo. $56. That was a leftover. All right. Package. Dot package. Thanks. So filter map, the loaded package, which had a package text and a name. So for each, get the package text, or get the package object. But it's going to be a result. Map the result, saying update the name if we had a name, when we had a name. And return a maybe, so filter map will throw out the ones that didn't succeed. Why is there a maybe string? Where is this coming into things? I wish it was clearer which function they were complaining about. All right, so we have to pull some of this junk out. So down here where we're doing save state stuff, we want to takes a persist dot package. That's the main thing. It can't reliably take it to a package though. But that gives us a concrete type, which will hopefully give us better error messages. All right, so we want to map this over load. That could get confusing. And list dot filter map over result dot to maybe. And maybe now you can give me a useful error message. Wait, the list. Pardon. Oh, this is save state. Okay. Value at dot packages is a list package. What did I call it then? Package text string. Oh, name has always been a maybe string. That's where the types were getting confused. Interesting, though. Interesting. So this is a maybe name. Oh, that actually kind of has implications for everything, doesn't it? Encode, does encode too many tabs. You can get back to there, you can go back over here. Some data lookup. Okay. JSON encode. Do we have anything that built in to handle that? No. Was that where I saw? Yep. Name. Maybe string. And on the decode side, it was authstate nullable. Update. And then load package. Those are actually compatible now. Oh, I actually did mname. So that has to directly match for that kind of syntax. Packages, list package, repository, list string. Okay, I have caps lock. I bumped caps lock. No, I didn't bump caps lock. Oh, indeed. In success. I haven't put any persists in yet. Wait, what? Squeeze me. Wait, why are we getting local storage loaded but not local storage save? What? Maybe because we forgot to call it. Yes, because we never call it. So I think, well, I guess not making it is sort of like a type check thing. If you have no ports, port doesn't exist, you get an error message. If you can't subscribe to it, doesn't exist, you get an error message. So for this to work, we actually have to start calling persist. Okay, repository, we're not saving. Package loaded. So we never save our dummy package, but that's probably fine. And right now that's our only modify operation. So now if we choose on Twitch API and then reload, okay, and then here's our loaded stuff. I don't have any duplicate detection. That's probably fine. So now that that's been done, get status, whole bunch of stuff. Other than that, there are local storage hooks, all the things to use them. Save. Save list of packages. Save list of loaded. There's some overloaded words here, definitely. So next steps would be remove, rename. Because like user project is not very helpful. Oh, and I guess I don't need this debug.log for loaded either. That seems like a pretty good stopping place. I'll need renames, or I'm going to lose track of which these are before I can start loading in all my stuff. Or I will get very, very confused. I guess I could just keep track of the original file path. That would provide some degree of uniqueness. Or some degree of labeling. All right, but that is I'm still feeling tired, and that's a pretty good stopping place. So, thanks to Asaret Gaming, Haskin TV, Kuro Kitsune, Joy Chef Ray P, Doug Link, Left for the Cars, Jeremias Leopard, Gamer Siren for hosting me. Let me see if I have anything to recommend. Yeah, looks like it started recently. So if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, Ned Makes Games someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until tomorrow.